Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Scorpios out there. So this is a love coming spread for all of my Scorpios out there for the week of August 11th to the 17th. So without any further ado, let's jump right in and see what the cards have to say, okay? Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Scorpios out there. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Scorpios out there. See what kind of love is coming towards my Scorpios during the week of August 11th to the 17th. Ooh, show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Something on to jump out. So, of course, we're going to take that. Bang. All right. Okay. Interesting, to say the least. So, right out the gate, we got the Five of Cups. So, an individual is going to be approaching you that's in your orbit, possibly already. And they're looking back on previous relationship issues with a sense of regret, actually. That seems to be somewhat, they're dealing with a little bit of regret here, looking back at the past. And they have a lot of regret. I'm not going to say a rebound situation, but I'm going to say this person is definitely dealing with a lot of emotional baggage that they're dealing with currently. Now, what's interesting is that we got the Seven of Cups energy as well. So this person has a lot of choices. There's a lot of choices that this individual has. That, like I said, that's coming into your orbit here. This person has seemingly has a lot of choices that they're dealing with. So, basically, there's a lot of people that, this person is looking at to pursue, but they're also carrying around a little bit of baggage. So, I'm not, I guess I didn't exactly want to say it was a rebound situation, but this person definitely has some choices, and they're trying to maybe kind of push their way through this situation and kind of trying to latch on to someone else to kind of forget what they've dealt with. It's not a rebound. They're definitely done with that other individual, but they're definitely the best way to get over somebody is to jump on to something else again real quick, and that seems to be where they're headed here. But I'm going to stop a little bit short of saying it's a rebound situation. Now, this person got the Ten of Pentacles here. This person either has money already, or they come from a family where there's money that was involved here. And the reason why this person is looking back in regret and having a little bit of having regret here is because this person broke their heart with a third party individual here. And I'm getting a feeling here that this person coming towards you, they felt like they were being used for their money. They felt like they were being used for money. I said either they have money or their family has money, and they felt like they were being used for their money here. So this person also appears to be a water sign individual, a Cancer, a Pisces, or Scorpio. So that's something that you want to be on the lookout there for. I'm not saying that this person may not turn out to be a good fit, but just be cautious, because this person is dealing with a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of mental stuff going on, and they're thinking about making movements to kind of move away from the situation. They feel like they were used by another person because there was a third party involved there. This is like I said, this is definitely a water sign individual, a Cancer, a Pisces, or Scorpio. So just be on the lookout for that. Again, I'm not saying this person's a bad person, but I'm just saying that they got a little bit of issues, and that's something that you may want to be aware of. Now, with that being said, there's also another water sign person, Ace of Cups. Now, this person again, this person is like, hey, you know, you're fulfilling their wishes. You got the 9 of Cups here, which is wish fulfillment. There's a lot of deep love and a lot of deep passion that this person has for you, and they're moving forward. And they believe that they will be successful. They feel like, hey, you know what? I got everything that I want here. I'm definitely going to get everything that I want here out of this particular situation. So it's going to be a sense of wish fulfillment. You know, just merely being around you in the same vicinity as you. You know, this person, again, I want to stop out now. The opposite of this, I want to stop short of saying that this person is obsessed with you. But what I will say is this person enjoys your company quite a bit, and there's really deep love this person has for you. So that's something that you may want to keep an eye out for. So that's definitely something that you may want to keep an eye out for. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths you're going to be dealing with during the week of August 11th into the 17th. What kind of strengths are my Scorpios dealing with during the week of August 11th to the 17th? What kind of strengths are my Scorpios going to be dealing with during the week of August 11th to the 17th? What kind of strengths are my Scorpios going to be dealing with? So what cards I need to see, what cards I need to see. Okay, so Hierophant, you're looking for long-term commitment, possible marriage. Right out the gate, that's exactly what you seem to be in the on the market for. A really or a long-term solid commitment. Now, we got the 3 of Pentacles here, which is very interesting because what that says is that you're looking for a long-term solid commitment. And again, there's like this work type situation. There must be a lot of work romance kind of things going on, because I've gotten this quite a few times, especially with these weekly readings. Every once in a while there'll be like clusters of people like looking at, you know, people romancing other people where they work. Okay, so that seems to be the case with this thing right here. You know, one of your strengths is definitely you know that who these individuals are, so you know you're not confused. Like, you know what you want, and you know there's possibly a work type situation thing here going on, and the strength of this particular situation is you know what you want, or you know what you're open to rather. In addition, we got the Temperance card. And you know, there you're looking for an equal give and take. You're looking to give. You're also needing to have something to be reciprocal towards you as well. So that's what's going on. Again, these are all strengths. Now, I like to see this when it comes to a strength, because that, especially you know, in terms of someone as a strength defending themselves against something that's negative, we got the 8 of Cups here. And that tells me, hey, listen, if you're not gonna settle. If this thing, if you do not get what you're looking for to fit the criteria you're looking for, then you'll walk away from it. And I'm always happy to see that. I really don't like to see when people kind of get in relationships and they stay stuck in something that's toxic. That's not good for you, and that's not good for the other person either. So if it doesn't fit what you're looking for, you'll bounce. You're like, I'm out of here. So that's good to see. That's a strength. Now, also we got the 6 of Cups here. What that tells me is that, again, you're not opposed to someone from your past coming back into your situation again, coming back into your life again. And you're not opposed to that. You're like, well, you know, if something from my past comes up, and it's genuine, then you'll open the door and you'll explore a little bit more. And that's a good thing to see, because you got a lot of people that say, things in the past have the tendency to stay in the past. I'm only going to move forward. And that's good. That's a good way to be. But that really doesn't leave a whole lot of time for growth and maturity either. Like, the other person could have grown, they could have matured. Closing the door on that, I'm kind of indecisive about it. I mean, I can see why some people want to kind of move on from something from the past, but I can also see why some people want to maybe re-explore something from the past too, because at one time you shared something that was intimate. But that being said, I also see the 9 of Wands here. And that means that you're somewhat you can be somewhat defensive. You know how to protect yourself. You can be somewhat defensive with the type of choices that you make, the kind of mate that you're looking for. So you will defend your decision, either to do the things that you want to do, to be with whom you want to be with. Now, we got the Moon card here. And that means that, and again, these are strengths. So you may be thinking, how can the Moon card be seen as a strength? I'm going to tell you. It can be seen as a strength because, hidden perils and deceptive qualities when you see them. So you are able to recognize when you're being had, when somebody's trying to BS you, trying to pull a fast one on you. So you'll recognize this behavior, you'll recognize the telltale patterns and signs of things. So in other words, you've been around a little bit and you recognize BS when you see it. And so that is a good strength to have. As well, we got the Knight of Swords. Now, of course, you guys have been watching me long enough. That's the forked tongue, Knight of Swords. Now, that could be seen as a negative thing in some aspects, but it could also be seen as a positive thing, because sometimes you got to let people know that you're not the one to be trifled with. And I do understand this concept very well. When need be, you'll cut somebody out real quick, and you'll tell them what's what really fast. You know how to protect yourself. You know how to defend yourself. You're not afraid to speak up for yourself. And that is a very good strength to have, especially when you're dealing with toxic people. And finally, we have the Two of Swords here, which means that, sometimes being indecisive can be a good thing, because these are all strengths. Remember, these are all your strengths here. Being indecisive can be a good thing. You don't want to move too quickly on something. Sometimes you want to sit back in the cut a little bit and see how things play out before you decide to progress further with it. So, these are your strengths. So what kind of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of these particular love interests? What kind of things from your past, what kind of things from my Scorpio's past that could possibly affect the outcome of these potential love interests? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so one thing's for sure, got the 9 of Swords here, that will kill all of this, is that if it starts causing you stress and anxiety, where you got to worry about a particular situation, if it starts bringing stress in your life, then it's definitely you're gonna shut it down. You're gonna shut it down. You've done that before in the past. We all have. We dealt with that kind of stuff, emotional stuff in the past with people that really causes a lot of stress and anxiety. If you have to deal with something like that, that will definitely cause you to shut this thing down. And again, I want to really bring emphasis back to this Page of Cups individual I was talking about, the water sign individual, the Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio individual. There are two. There's one that's really, seems to be infatuated with you. Then there's another one dealing with a whole lot of baggage. Really want to stress this when it comes to the Nine of Swords here. This individual, is there the potential for this individual to cause you some stress and anxiety? Probably, because they're dealing with a lot of drama too. So that's where that card comes into play. If this person starts causing you stress and anxiety, then you're probably gonna want to, reconsider. Just putting it out there. Queen of Swords. Now, again, we were talking about as far as, Knight of Swords being able to say, if toxic people come into your life, you're not afraid to defend yourself. Again, if you come across a situation, maybe in the past you didn't really speak up, at this point, you have to be able to communicate clearly with what's going on. If you feel like you're being done wrong, you're going to speak up. You're going to communicate. Anything that is contrary to that, you don't want anything to do with. You're going to bounce. If you're not able to be like to tell it like it is, to look at a thing logically, to look at a thing clearly. If you're in a relationship where that's not going to be possible for you to be able to pretty much tell it like it is, then you don't want to deal with it. And that pretty much doubled down on this 5 of Wands situation, which says, again, there's a lot of conflict, a lot of tension, a lot of chaos, a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? Then you're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with nonsense. I'm out of here. You want, you want peace and tranquility in your life. You want a long-term committed relationship with someone. And you don't want any kind of deceptive nonsense going on. You want there to be transparency. And if something's gonna start causing conflict, you're gonna bounce. So before I shut this thing down, let's see what the spirits have to say. If they have any additional information they want to bestow upon you. Is there any additional information the spirits want to bestow upon Scorpios before I shut this thing down? Ooh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so this is really interesting. Really interesting. So heat. And that was completely unexpected, I must say. And that tells me that there is the potential here for there to be a lot of passion. A lot of passion that can definitely take place here. A lot of passion, a lot of love, a lot of sexual chemistry here. So there's a possibility with one of these two water sign individuals that could really pop off. It's a possibility. Spirit wants to say there's definitely a possibility that there's a lot of love, a passion here, a lot of sexual passion here. In addition, we got the connection card. Wow. So that's a possible. You can possibly make a connection here with one of these two individuals. Now that was completely unexpected. Completely unexpected. And finally, we have the ready but waiting. So if the right thing, if this gets to you just the right way, bang. There's passion there. There's a connection there. And you're open to this particular situation, but it's the right fit for you, will be able to check all these boxes. So, again, that's the beautiful thing about reading the cards, reading the tarot. A lot of times, you're surprised the way a thing comes out, the way you're feeling the cards, and then when you get further clarification, it's like, bam! Like, damn, I was wrong. And how I was kind of feeling and how I thought it was going to turn out. So that's a good thing, right? So again, I just want to clarify that there's a lot of potential heat here. There's definitely a connection that you can have with one of these individuals, and you are open to if this person checks all the boxes, boom. Spirit wants you to know that is, just laying it out there on the line for you. So, wow. With that being said, I'm glad I'm ending this on a upward note. That's good. My name is Adonis. I'll see you next time. Hey, listen, guys. Hopefully this is a general love reading. If this resonated with you, please feel free to get a personal reading. I And even if it didn't, you may want to get a personal reading so we can dig down to your particular situation. I'll leave all the information below. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Adonis. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.